Dogecoin or Dogecoin, whatever. I call it Dogecoin. Doggy. Dogecoin. So, the meme crypto. So I hear, first of all, I'm not an expert on trading or anything. And I decided that I was going to try some investment. I had a couple of dollars, not much, and invested it. And my first thought was, I'm not going to expect to win. I'm going to expect to learn. I actually, when I started, I expected to lose. And I put it in my head that this money that I was going to put in there, I was going to lose all of it. And it wouldn't be a shock. It wouldn't depress me and stuff like that. You have to, there's an old saying in Puerto Rico, when you go into a fight, you have to have two bags, one bag for winning and one bag for losing. So you have to be ready for both. So, I bought mostly pharmaceutical, biotech stock at the beginning, a little bit here, a little bit there. And I also bought mostly on the crypto side, I bought a little piece of, not much, of Bitcoin. And it was dirt cheap. The doggies are like 5 something per Dogecoin. I bought a bunch of them and just let them sit, and then they wouldn't move from there for a while, and then they shot up about a week ago, a little longer. Yeah, about a week ago they shot up, and then so I made some money on that, and then today's supposed to be Doggy Day, or Doggy 420, whatever. And it's a massive. It dropped a shitload of percentage, and it's coming back up, and it's it's very volatile. And so I just kept losing on a little bit ago, not too long. I just sold everything that I had on regular stocks, and I took a loss on that, and I put everything on crypto. And then when I caught the moonshot on Doggy, I sold the rest of the crypto, and I put it all on Dogecoin. I'm just experimenting. So it's volatile, but I wanted to talk about a lot of you start reading once you start investing and stuff. You start reading, trying to learn. My background is in I have a bachelor's degree in marketing and business administration, and you don't necessarily go in too deep into stocks or in the financial markets, and so you basically, it's focused on other stuff, but you have the basic idea and the basic knowledge of how the stock exchange and how stocks work and what they are and whatnot. So a lot of people, I see a lot of people out there, the so-called experts, saying that Dogecoin is going to drop to zero. Well, they said that about Bitcoin. They've been wrong over and over. And their main arguing point is that Doggy has no use. There is no purpose to a Doggy. I don't understand what they mean by that, because the purpose of Doggy is to speculate, to make money, and there is no damage on it unless you're on, if you have gambling issues, sure, anything that's speculative is, yeah, sure, but stocks are speculative too. The difference is the stocks, well, there's so many different stocks Regular stocks, they when I say regular stocks, I mean stocks in general, because they have regular and then they have preferred stock and stuff like that. Go look them up. But stocks, you can earn dividend on the stock, but it could be that you don't earn shit, you know, and so, and it could crash too. Stocks can crash. It's just that they're not as volatile. Now, stocks, most stocks, traditional, they're based on some type of activity. So, for instance, if you're General Motors and your business is manufacturing and selling cars and financing for the purchase of cars, so it's based on the performance of General Motors. That one of the factors that determine the price of GM stock is the performance of GM products and the financial returns, or profits, or revenue, or however you want to look at it. Profits and revenue are not the same, for those of you who don't know. So there is the stock value is partially one of the aspects of the stock value. Is one of the aspects that determine the value of stocks. Traditional stocks are the performance of that company that is issuing the stock or has issued the stock. So whether it's a service or a product or a combination of both, if the company does well, that is a factor in the determination of the price of the stock, whether it goes up or down. There are other factors that determine that. But when it comes to cryptocurrency, the ones that are, from what I've learned, the ones that are gaining value are the ones that are being adopted more readily by big financial institutions. For instance, if you can pay with that particular cryptocurrency, like you can pay with Bitcoin, it has a use to it as far as traditional use. But I argue that speculating to make money is a use. I'll give you an example. I mean, people don't go into the stock market. Joe Blow out there, I'm Joe Blow. You, worker, they don't go into the stock market to lose. Neither do the rich people. They go in there to make money, to speculate, to make money. And there are risk factors that are inherent to stock investment. So they also can short the stocks, which meaning they can bet against the stock's performance. So they can put money into a stock and say, hey, we're shorting our position. So when the stock goes down, they make money. So it's an inversely proportional relationship between their investment and the price of the stock. When one goes up, the other one goes down. So hopefully what they're betting on, they're short the positions, is they're betting on, when they're shorting a position, they're betting on the stock to go down. And as the stock goes down, they make money. Okay, that's shorting. So the thing about now let me tell you, that's what happened with GameStop. When the Reddit crowd, the Wall Street Bets crowd, they got together and they decided, hey, we're gonna pool our resources and have millions of just Joe Blow people out there buy this stock, thus increasing the demand for it. And once you increase the demand for a product, the price goes up. The people who had positions that were shorted, had GameStop, and they had vested on GameStop, they had shorted their position and they wanted GameStop to drop so they could make money. They got fucked. And hey, and they got all pissed off, and they called their guard dogs, and they started attacking Robinhood and all this stuff. And Robinhood fucked up, and they issued, they stopped allowing trades, so they caved into the pressure from the big dogs, and I think they should be fucking sued for that. Okay, so they shouldn't have. The market should, when it comes to investing, the market, you should not be able to place a call and intimidate people and say, hey, if you keep selling that stock, I'm losing money and I'm gonna fuck you up. And that's what the big dogs did. So when the GameStop thing happened, and a shitload of people lost money because when they called in, so they called in things and their favors and stuff and their intimidation tactics, and they stopped the sales so that they could stop the bleeding. And so when they called the positions, meaning, hey, I need my money back, they incurred in a loss. So when Dogecoin, what is the difference? So what these analysts are saying is that Dogecoin has no purpose, yet Dogecoin is being accepted as payment in a bunch of places. Every day there's a new place where they say, oh, the only purpose of it is speculation. So is stocks, traditional stock. It's the same purpose, traditional stocks, and you don't even know if you're going to get a dividend. So when it comes to the point from the perspective of the investors, okay, they're there to make money, to speculate, and get an edge and make money. So they're yes, are they volatile? Is Dogecoin? Yes, absolutely. That shit just swung a gazillion from last night to today, and it's gonna do it again. So I'm wondering if these people, what they're trying to do is cause a panic so that the stock drops. I mean, the Dogecoin drops, or whoever they're talking shit about drops, so they can get in the market and make a swing. There are programs out there, artificial intelligence. I wish I could get my hands on one of those fucking things. That you just set them, and they have predictors of the market, and you can set the program, and the program, based on past performance of that stock or currency, cryptocurrency, or whatever it is you're trading, they can, within a certain degree of certainty, they can predict what's coming next as far as the price. So so the program goes ahead and invests. So I all these analysts eventually are I think they're just full of shit. They're going to be substituted by machines. Artificial intelligence and quantum computers. When this shit hits, when it comes online, and I'm sure there's not going to be, you can't predict the future, but with a certain degree, you can predict patterns. But it's just a matter, if you have something that's really volatile, you have to be able to react really fast, because in minutes you can, if you have a position you have $1 million in there and this thing swings 20%, you just lost 200,000 going south, right? And I'm talking about a cryptocurrency. So my opinion is that Dogecoin's not going anywhere. They're going to keep finding applications for it. And people say, well, it's just because it's famous. Yeah. Look at what fame does. Look what fame has done. Fame elected a mass murdering, racist, fascist, pathological lying TV personality to the presidency of the United States. Listen to that. And they're still sending him money. So human behavior, when you come, it's not entirely rational. If it's got popularity behind it, and it does have a use, number one, speculating and making money, call it gambling if you want. There's another one, you can use it as a payment, and eventually it will stabilize. Not only that, I think eventually it's going to go and... Shit, I think I missed my exit. I think eventually it's gonna outpace everything else, because if you look at it, the attraction, what's attractive about an asset or a cryptocurrency or an investment is its capacity, or its potential to shoot through the roof and make you a shitload of money really quick. That's the attraction of it. Okay? So think about it. How many cryptocurrencies right now are under $1 that have this type of fame like Dogecoin does? That have this type of market capitalization, meaning the amount of money that's invested in that type of cryptocurrency or stock, for that matter. How many are that have the potential to go through the roof in percentage? So right now, if how much is what's Bitcoin at? 56? All right, so it can go up 57. So what's the percentage? What's 1 divided by 57? Shit. But Dogecoin, say it's, I don't even know what it's now, right? It's 20 something, 30 something, whatever. If it goes to $1, if it's at 30 cents, that's over 300%. That means that if you put a G in there, you can make $2,000, more than $2,000 in profit right away, pre-tax. Where can you get that? You know, I bought it at 5 point something. I bought a few dollars at 5 point something cents. The thing is sitting at 30 something right now, or whatever, you know. That's 600% increase. So if you had 1,000, now you have 6,000. Where can you get that in a week? Yes, volatility means that you can go south too. It can go the other way. But you get my point. This business of Dogecoin has no use is bullshit. You know, they're just trying to talk it down because now they're invested. The big financial giants are invested in Bitcoin. So you don't see them talking shit about Bitcoin anymore, right? They ain't talking shit about Bitcoin no more. Why? Because they got money in it. So think about that for 1 second. Dogecoin is not going anywhere. It's not. It's not going to zero. It's not going. Matter of fact, Dogecoin is probably going to go up to $50. Now, I'm not. That's my opinion. I'm not an expert. But imagine if you had, let's say, 1,000 shares of Dogecoin. I'm sorry, 1,000 Dogecoins. And how much is 1,000 Dogecoins when they were 5 cents? How much is that? $20? Something like that. But then you got 1,000 shares and it goes up to 50. That's 50 G's. Now, what the hell can you turn $20 into 50 G's? Just the possibility of that happening. You understand? Is it not going to go there? I don't think so. Every day I keep reading, there are new vendors out there that are accepting Dogecoin. It gets more popular by the minute. Plus, it's a low investment. So if you have $20, you can put them in there. $20. You can buy $20 worth of Dogecoin. That's it. And $20 worth of Dogecoin at you know, how much is that? That's if it's 50 cents, you know. So it's 40 Dogecoins. You know? And so what happens if it goes from 40 cents to 30 cents? Nothing. You know, not much. Now, if you're going to put a bunch of money into it, hey, you know, be careful, buy it on the dip. Like a real dip, like happened today. You know, it went so fucking catastrophic. It went down to 20 something, 27 or something. You know, sure, buy it. You know, but be careful. Like with any investment, you know, seek advice, learn it, and stuff like that. But I don't think Dogecoin is going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, right? So you just got to have balls and don't invest your rent money in that shit, please, for God's sake. You know, if you have something set aside, invest just a little bit, and then, you know, hey, put a couple of dollars. You never know, man. Buy 1,000 of those things. Yeah, you know, if it goes to 50, you got 50 G's. You know. All right, good luck out there. Go Dogecoin.